As Paul wandered through the pagan temples, he asked himself how he could change these pleasure-seeking Corinthians. Dare he speak out without fearing for his life? Do not be afraid, but speak, and do not be silent, for I am with you, and no one will lay a hand on you to harm you. With renewed strength, Paul returned to the marketplace.
Neither the immoral, nor adulterers, nor thieves, nor drunkards, nor revilers will inherit the kingdom of God.
Preaching from this podium, he spoke of a very different kind of love.
Love is patient. Love is kind. It bears all things, hopes all things, endures all things.
For 2 long years, Paul continued to preach amid the debauchery of Corinth. The disillusion which lay beneath the city's decadence proved fertile ground for Paul's message of hope. By the end of his stay, he had won the hearts and souls of many Corinthians. Now, one more conquest awaited him. He returned to Asia Minor, where stranger gods and defiant demons were preparing to torment him. Ephesus, a city awash with wild cults and ritual magic. Here the gods of the woods, the seas, and the stars were venerated. Pagan worshippers made living sacrifices at the altars of their gods. In Asia Minor, all roads led to Ephesus, one of the largest cities of the ancient world. Free from the laws of Rome, Ephesus governed itself according to its own unique laws and pagan customs. They built magnificent edifices. This great theater could seat 25,000, 1/10 of the entire population. Millions came to worship at the great temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. They paid homage to the goddess of fertility. Silver statues were bought in their thousands to offer to the goddess. But the temple was also a sanctuary for hundreds of thieves and murderers who had claimed the right of asylum. Outsiders thought that the citizens of Ephesus deserved to be strangled, one by one. Entering the city along this road, Paul knew his task was to give the people the will to reject the empty pleasures of paganism. Here, in the great theater, Paul stood alone to address the Ephesians.
Put on the whole armor of God. Put on the breastplate of righteousness. Raise the shield of faith. Take the helmet of salvation, and draw the sword of the Spirit.
Paul's sermon made such an impact that one group of sorcerers publicly burned all their books of magic. But in Ephesus, Paul was destroying much more than just paper and superstitions. The trade of the silver idol sellers was suffering as the people turned to the new Christian prophet. The silversmiths met. One man whipped up the crowd.
Not only is this trade of ours being brought into disrepute, but also the temple of the great goddess Artemis is being scorned.
They formed a mob against Paul and stormed the streets. They entered the great theater shouting, "Great is Artemis of the Ephesians." And when the great theater was filled with people, the city magistrate reasoned with them.
These men are neither temple robbers nor blasphemers of our goddess. If the silversmiths have a complaint, the courts are open now.
Not one man stepped forward. The crowd dispersed. Paul could now devote time to the other Christian communities he had founded and encouraged the infant church in Rome.
I will come to you in order that I may reap some harvest among you, as I have among the rest of the Gentiles.
His letters would now come to make up over half the New Testament. In order to nurture his fledgling churches, he retraced his steps to the cities he had visited. But his ultimate destination was always Rome. Paul began that fateful journey by traveling one last time to Jerusalem. The voyage was filled with foreboding.